techbuzzireland. Today we had diskAshur PRO2, pin protected, hardware encrypted, portable USB data storage device. I suppose it's obviously enough just looking at the unit itself. This particular one is a 1 terabyte, but obviously you can get. It also has the encrypted, integrated USB 3.2 cable. It's quite good. It's the 3.2, and I suppose in essence what you're getting is just a hard disk with a lot of extra security features. In other words, without the pin, there's no way in. And that's quite interesting. So from your GDPR, having your data protected, etc. If it's been taken off site, everybody would recommend having a backup. This is ideal for this. And we're going to a few more details. Interesting also on the box, it says designed, developed and assembled in the UK. Which is quite interesting. I know a lot of people have concerns regarding the data coming out of the country, for example, where it's actually being stored. This particular device, you're really actually taking a backup of the unit itself and storing it on this. So if you do take it from the office, and it's always good practice to get more information getting out of it. And it's got all the usual standards that you would expect here at the moment. Nice enough to see, always good to see a 3-year warranty in these particular items, and a lot more information. So I suppose in essence, what are we doing with this SSD hard disk? What are we actually getting, I suppose? In essence, user manual, standard enough, couple of bits of information. It's given an option of another backup solution there at the moment, and some paperwork and a little bit more about the other information that they have, which is quite interesting. But in essence, I suppose, what are we trying to do here at the moment is, and this is actually unit it comes with. First of all, I have to say it comes with a case of this nature. iStorage is in the box. It's a solid case, so when you actually drop it, etc., it goes in the laptop. Couple of other parts. This is the main unit itself, so when you put it in, you plug the USB cable, comes with the USB, goes directly into your laptop, for example 3.2, and it's just the name of it on the back of it itself. And from all point of view, there is you put in a pin code there, which is normally 7 to 15 digits, and you can do special characters as well. Without the pin, it doesn't actually work very well. In other words, it won't let you in, and you have a number of attempts to connect it into it. But I suppose in essence, regarding the features itself, one of the things it says is easy to use. You plug it in, there's no extra additional software to be downloaded, so you just put in the pin. It does give you a default pin. Recommended to change it in the first day or two to a new pin code there as well. Water resistant keypad, government certified, common certified, IP56 certified for water and dust. So it does actually get a bit of a knock and a bit of a bang, and it's gone. Independent users and admin pins, so you can have different pins for if it's a corporate situation there. Read only, write, protect, dual mode, ultra fast transfer speeds, that's with the cables. Works operation systems and platforms, mainly in those. Brute force protection, so obviously you want something that if it does get into the wrong hands, they can't actually get in. Integrated cable, love the idea of the cable coming in here at the moment, and it's auto lock, so if you leave it for a while, and you can do an automatic thing. There's also a method to do a self-destruct, and you can also do whitelisting. Interesting, before we actually set it up, one of the things it does say on the tune, it's got a key protected keypad. So in other words, it's not going to get dusty and all that. This is a model that we have from 2017. Here's the iStorage there. Same model, same principles going. From all intents and purposes, you would think they're the exact same model. Both 1 terabyte. So we did a review on this particular product. The reason I'm bringing this out today is because typically when I have something for 6 months, a year, 2 years, it's really worn, it's haggard, it's basically wear and tear. There's a couple of scuff marks on this particular one from 2017, but the keypad is perfect. So there's no wear in this, and this has been used regularly. The cable has been pulled out lots and lots of times. I originally had thought that the cable would actually fall apart after X amount of time, and I'd have trouble with my data. This one has got a lot of banging. It's in this case, and it's been thrown in the laptop. What iStorage have done on this particular one there is they've basically used the same principle as before. They found a design that seems to work and continued using the same principles. This one has lovely and shiny, but I'd say if I come back, setting the unit up itself, All it is just physically plug the cable into it. And as I mentioned earlier, cable is actually supplied with the unit. So we're just going to plug it in directly into USB cable. First thing we'll notice, the cable is coming on, the lights coming on, the different lights that you can actually see. There's a lock button here, there's an unlock button there, and everything tabs. So I'm deliberately going to put in a run code just to see what happens. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we'll go unlock. It's attempting to unlock it at the moment, and I can see straight away nothing's happening there. Because obviously I've got 10 attempts to actually do this, and then it'll actually lock itself out. If you do forget your pin code, you have got a problem because it can't be reset. But this time I'm actually going to put in the correct code. We'll see. So we've just put in the correct code. See the lights flashing here, just letting me know it's coming up, and it's got an idea. So straight away it's come up. Now it may not have been noticed, but that was very quick to actually put the details in. First thing you'll notice, I've created 3 directories here. They're just normal directories, nothing unusual. So once I'm in, I can have access to the Pro. So I've got all the training guides, and if I want to know what do I want to do, it's got this information directly there in the background. And here it'll tell you a bit more about the SSD range, First thing I mentioned originally is what you do is you change the pin code. I'm not going to change the pin code in this particular account, but it actually tells you about the lights, and it's a very comprehensive details to say what the idea and the alphanumeric keys there, the locks there at the moment is. And one thing we'll see is tamper-proof and evident design. So this whole particular part of this particular design is about ensuring that anybody gets this particular unit itself, it won't break it in there at the moment. And I'm often fearing that if it broke down, was a big problem, what would actually happen. This one has a 3-year warranty with it. So diskAshur are actually quite confident on the model itself. It's been around for a number of years. We did the other one in 2017. So as a product brand and name, well trusted. When I see the likes of military grade encryption and a lot of other government bodies certified, there's too numerous to mention there at the moment. For me personally, one thing I love is, obviously with the USB 3.2, I can copy the information over a lot quicker. But what I like about it is, when it's taken out in your laptop there at the moment bag, I put it in the case, throw it around, throw it into the bag, it's protected. When I do take it out, I don't need another cable to actually adapt it, so I have to carry it. So everything is compact, everything is in one location. There was a slight technical issue I did have originally, where it was rebooting itself. But what is quite good actually on the manual itself, they've given us lots of information, and it actually tells us this information about what actually with Windows disconnect. So the information is there. It's a couple of settings on a Windows laptop. It may not be relevant to everything. I had to do it before from the original one from before, but once it changed, I didn't have to do it for this particular one here as well. All the instructions are here. Is this worth getting? I suppose in essence we're always being told it's important to actually back up your data, and similarly you can back up your data itself on site, but if there was a fire or something else, it's a problem, so it's recommended to take it off site. Problem with taking it off site is if anybody gets hold of your data, you've got a big problem in terms of the access. You have cloud storage, but trying to put a 1 terabyte backup on a cloud storage is another alternative that you're trying to struggle with. This is very simple. Anybody can use it. Plug it in as a normal hard disk. Plug it in, use it, copy your details over there, move your data from A to B if you're moving from site to site. If it gets lost, you don't have to worry about it, which is the key here at the moment. Is there, if somebody has this in their possession and trying to break into it, they cannot break into it. And again, you've got to keep an eye out. The first thing to do is change over the code itself, the pin code itself, 8-digit code, putting that in there from the default, and then once you're up and running, it should be a lot better on that. As far as using it itself, it's like a hard disk. It's a normal hard disk, so it just copies, everything gets copied over itself, and it works. Love the 3-year warranty, but more importantly for me is the simplicity of this particular unit there. sometimes you have to do this. You have to carry a power supply. You've got to carry a separate USB lead. You've got to download software. You've got to do this. None of this. Just plug it straight in, copy it over as you would normally to a hard disk from your C drive to your thing, from your network directly onto it. And again, you can whitelist it. So if it's on a network and you're trying to take things off, it can be done also. So there's a lot of real pros and cons about it there. And for me, the 3-year warranty is very important on this product, because when it comes to your data, you do not want to have it lost. So the 3-year warranty is showing the confidence in the brand, but also the fact that when you do have it out and about, it doesn't get lost. And that's an overview of the diskAshur Pro pin protected, hardware encrypted portable USB storage device. Thank you for watching.